Hey everybody, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and we're gonna do something fun and kind of different tonight. I just got back from a homecoming parade. I feel like I'm running a race. So see when people hop on, say hey once you hop on, and if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I hope you enjoy what we're gonna do. We're kind of sticking with the same theme that we did the other night, the theme that we did the other night. There's some people. Hey Debbie, hey Brandy, hey Sherry. There's all my friends. It's so good to see all of you. Hey Dina and Barney from Brenham, Texas. Hey Donna, all my friends are here. Hey Brenda, I did have a great day. I just got in my son's school. They had their homecoming parade, and he plays, he's a football player. And so I feel like I have run a race. Hey Norma, hey Jane and Phyllis. So I literally flew home on two wheels. Like, the football players were at the end of the parade, and when he went by, like, me and my husband jetted to the car. He's getting a friend to bring him home, and I ran in the house, came in, and I put my lips on, and I sat down. Hey Dana. Hey Diane and Linda. Y'all are all so sweet. I'm so glad y'all are here. Okay, so I've got all kinds of stuff out here on my table. And if you saw my story today on Facebook, I had all this paper out. So I'm kind of going to stick with the black and white theme for Christmas. I don't know, it just kind of, I'm just going to do, oh, thank you, Linda. I still got on my t-shirt. It says Tigers. That's their football thing. I literally came out of the car, went in the house, got my water, and came and sat down. So I barely made it. And I was 5 minutes late getting everything in the shop. And in case you didn't know, I released some new stuff tonight. This is one of them. Let's see. And it's all still in the shop. So that's one side. It says True Story. And then this side says Give Thanks. Isn't it cute? So that is up in the shop. And let me throw that over there. And the little barn quilt turkey. So I did him two different ways, so you could see. You can use the thankful or not, or you could put the thankful on the other side. However you want to do it, or use the thankful on something else. So, oh, thank you, Susan. So these are in the shop. If y'all want to go and get those, that's fine. They're there. I was like 5 minutes late because he was going by like right at 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I got to get on the thing and do it. I was like, oh my goodness. Hey Beverly, hey Kathy. So sorry I was a few minutes late getting them added in the shop. So anyway, we're going to do something a little different. This is a piece of wood that I have, just a scrap piece of wood. You can use a Dollar Tree sign, cardboard, anything you want to use a surface. The size of my shims, Lucy, they were 7 3/4 inches long, just like the standard regular size. And they have big ones. So just the regular size ones. Hey Vicky, hey Carrie. Okay, so I'm kind of going to do, I've already practiced today once, and this is what I came up with. I'm going to do kind of like a mixed media with Christmas trees, and y'all can see. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, but I'm going to do a long one with like 4 different trees. And I have the template. I'm going to put in the group because I don't know where else I can put it. But y'all can cut these out and just use them to trace on your scrapbook paper to trace a tree, or you can find your own trees on, yay Rita, trace your scrapbook paper. And I've already traced 2 of my trees, and so I'm going to trace the other ones and show y'all that. So I did a little prep work today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I didn't even have a paper plate out here to put my paint and stuff on, so I had to cut a cookie sheet in half. So this is going to be my palette. I was like, oh gosh, and I didn't have time to run back in the house, and I was like, I'm just going to use a cookie sheet. Yay! Learning about my shop. How do we shop there? One of the moderators will probably drop a link in a second, But it's on my page, and it's at the very top of the page, and it's also in the next post down, it's in the comments. So it's there, but it's www.turquoise, not the, but turquoise-valentine.myshopify.com. Hey, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to literally just start tearing some paper. Just tear it however you want to tear it. This is fun because you get to kind of just do your own thing. And if it looks like I'm nervous and been running a race, it's because I am. Because like I said, I was sweating to get here at 7:30. I was like, oh no, I gotta go live. So I'm just using a paintbrush, and I'm gonna put my Mod Podge on my paper. And I don't know if I tore this too big, but I can turn it. Okay. So this is kind of a fun thing. If you've never tried, it's, you know, kind of like it's mixed media pretty much. You can just do your own thing, put all kinds of stuff on your board, but it's gonna look so pretty when we get through. Hey Arlene, welcome to the page. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, so I'm just kind of putting Mod Podge on there, and like I said, you can use a Dollar Tree sign. I just had a piece of wood, because you know, there's the link to my shop right there if you want to grab it. You can use any kind of surface that you want to use, but y'all know I work with wood all day, so that's what I'm doing. Just breathe. Thank you, Elaine. I'm just breathing. I was in a race. So my son's like, Mom, I can get around home. It's fine. I was like, okay. So he'll stick his head in here in a minute when he gets home, because y'all know the traffic was insane. Small town USA, homecoming parade. You know, we have a small town, but there's 300 kids just in my son's grade. I think actually it's more than that. So it's a lot of kids just in the high school. So it's a pretty big school. So they, his class float. You haven't seen this technique in a long time. A lot of people do a lot of mixed media. Like they do a lot of junk journals and stuff. But it's kind of fun because there's really not any rhyme or reason to all of this. But we're gonna layer stuff on top. I'm not just gonna leave it like this. Hey Dolores. So this is just, I just went through my whole scrapbook stash, cleaned it up and straightened it up while I was in there. And got all the cream color and the black and white out. I mean, like, see, I save all these pieces because you never know what you're gonna need it for. Hey Tara from Florida. Hey Cindy from Texas. We got everybody in the house tonight. So I'm just kind of painting on some Mod Podge on the back. And I even thought about doing the iron technique, but I was like, that might take a little while when I can just smooth it on my board. That might take a little longer. I do too, Teresa. Sometimes I just want to, that's kind of blinding, isn't it? Sometimes I just want to make a mess because it can get kind of messy. So I like to use the corner of the paper in the corner of my board because I already know that it's straight, but you could always sand it off. No sound. Do y'all have sound? Tell Joy to go back out and come back in. Hey Cindy. Hey Barbara. Y'all are all here. I'm so glad y'all are coming here to hang out with me. Okay, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna cover up my board and chat with y'all. Hey Judy from Arizona. Hey Laura. I guess y'all can hear okay. Somebody said they didn't have any sound. Our tour wood machine. One Amber is getting. I don't know. I didn't know if Amber was getting something. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Hey Robbie, thank you. Hey Glenda. A bunch of y'all here tonight. Okay, good. Jill has sound, so maybe it was just her. Sometimes if I go in a video and there's no sound, I have to go back out and come in and it'll come back. 2 mini boxes of paper. Is it Tanya? Tanya, yeah, I hope you're feeling better. But yes, I have a bunch of scrapbook paper I used to scrapbook when my son was little. Well, both my sons, but so he's 24, so if that tells you anything. But scrapbook paper, you can use it for so much stuff. So you just, let's see, this will be a good place for it right here. So I'll show y'all what I got so far. What making, oh, Crystal, I'm doing like a mixed media, but I'm doing a bigger version of this. I did one today, and that's what it's kind of going to look like. It's going to have 4 different Christmas trees on it, though. That's what I have so far. So no rhyme or reason. I'm just slapping stuff on here. And y'all know I got to throw some cheetah up in there. Vicky's loving it already. It's going to be so cute when we get through. But it's just mindlessly, you know, putting it wherever. No rhyme or reason. Because we are going to cover a lot of it up with paint and such. And I bet that's my son right there. Hey, you made it home? Mm-hmm. All right. He made it home. Do you think, Miss Brenda? Hey, you could come over here and just say hey and pop in a second. Come, just come over here with your jersey on, please. He's gonna pop in and say hey with his football jersey. Just walk right here and say hey. He's scared half to death that y'all are gonna bite him. So don't bite. Y'all don't bite.
Hey.
Get over with your jersey. See?
Hey.
So he's all like, oh goodness. That was a quick glimpse, and that's probably about all you get. I know I love the music paper too. Isn't it pretty? Where is it? Yes. And I already have some cut out for my trees. So see, I cut trees out today. Halloween potion bottles. Oh, I like. Brenda, I amaze you with my ideas. I used to do this a good bit. I had like a junk journal type thing where you do all the pages, and I did that for a while too. So you name it, I've probably tried it. Some craft somewhere. Everybody's like, hey Chase, I told y'all you wouldn't see him but just a second. Thank you, Debbie. He's a good kid too. Believe it or not, he's a good kid. I know some people, you know, they get that age. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but you know, and they kind of do their thing. This is polka dot. They kind of want to stray away, but I got some good boys. Craig's got some good boys too. We have to keep them in line though, you know. 3 teenagers in the house is kind of hard sometimes. Oh, y'all are sweet. Thank you. He's supposed to get his braces off pretty soon. I'm ready. Thank you, Sheila. Y'all are sweet. Oh yeah, he looks just like me. Like his baby pictures, isn't that pretty? His baby pictures are when he was a kid. It looks just like I did. Just like me. Now, Colin looks a lot like my daddy to me. He looks like his daddy and me, a good mix, but he looks a lot like my daddy at that age. From the pictures I've seen. Okay. So I'm just sticking all this on here. Stormy there. It was beautiful here today. Where are you, Marcedia? I don't know if I like that. Let's do some of this. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if she's talking about Ember or not. Yeah, he's tall. He's getting very tall. He has grown several inches in the last year or so. He's just shot up from what he was. Knocking my door down. All right. So that's what I have so far. But like I said, it's not going to stay like this. It's going to be a little different. So I'm just pulling out. That's blinding too, isn't it? I'm just pulling out some paper and sticking it on. Are you a Hawkeye? No, he's a we're Tigers in Hernando, Mississippi. So oh, was she talking about getting a Glowforge? Well, good for her. That's awesome. I mean, that's what I started with. They're a good machine, and it's a lot of fun for sure. It's a good starter machine if you've never worked with a laser for sure. This is a piece of wood, but you could definitely use cardboard. You could use whatever you wanted. A Dollar Tree sign would work fine too. Just, you know, cover everything up that's on there. A little zebra print. I think I got a piece. Oh, no, I'm going to put this on here. Even though I'm going to cover it up, but just to say I had some on there. Buffalo check. Aw, Teresa, you're so sweet. But you definitely could iron all this on, but I just knew this would kind of be a little faster than waiting for it to dry and all that stuff. Okay. Nyla, my boy just said you don't need to know everything. I know. I remember being that age, thinking I knew everything. How old is he? He's 15. Lisa, I have 2 Glowforges, and I don't use them anymore because I have like industrial size lasers. But I have a Mira 9 and I have a Thunder Nova 35, and they're big machines. So, and they're super fast, and I just had to have, you know, bigger to keep up with everything. Let's see. Let's get some more cheetah. You have family in Jackson? Been to Jackson lots and lots and lots of times. All right. This should be the last, well, maybe the last, but yeah, I'll let this be the last piece because I can cover all that up with paint. And I'll show it to y'all. But this is how, if I can reach it. This is how this started out, was just like this. So you can cover up as much of the paper as you want to with your paint, and I'm going to show y'all that next. So let me put my paintbrush over here and show y'all what I have. So that's what I have, just all kinds of torn up paper. So just get kind of crazy with it, but I kind of went with the same, just wiped Mod Podge on my face. Same kind of color thing. Hey Denise, I'm glad you're here. Lisa, you're looking at a Mira 9. I am a representative for them. So if you will mention me, or my real name, not my business name. Well, you could listen to my business name, but, and I get credit for it. That's awesome. I love my Mira. I do, I really do. All right, so this is just regular old white craft paint. Yeah, the big industrial machine, the Glowforge is like desktop size. The other two sit on the floor, and they're so big that the bed is so big that the Glowforge can sit into the bed of my big one. So if that tells you anything, it's just faster, bigger, all that stuff. Okay, so I just got some white craft paint on my cookie sheet. I had to improvise on a lot of paper plates. Oh, you love that I'm doing this collage? Yeah, mixed media. I just love it because you get to play with all this different stuff, make a big mess. This is a Dollar Tree palette knife. They have them all the time. I see them all the time, and they come in a set of 3. I think there's 3 in there, but I only could find 2. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a palette knife. You can use a credit card, gift card, anything like that. This is what like a painting palette knife work. It is what it looks like. Yeah, that Mod Podge will peel off like Elmer's glue later. So I'm just going to basically dip my little palette knife in my white paint, and then I'm just going to just do this with it and cover some of this up. I know y'all are like, oh gosh, she just did all that. She's covering it all up. But we're just going to kind of get messy with it, I guess. Hey, Marjorie. Oh, Tammy, you're okay. All I have done is took a piece of wood, tore up some scrapbook paper, and put on my wood, and now I am putting white paint over it. We're doing mixed media Christmas trees. Hey, BJ. A metal cutting laser. Yeah, like a plasma cutter or a fiber laser. Yep. My husband wants a fiber laser. So I'm gonna cover it up, but I'm still gonna let some of it kind of peek through where you can see the different papers under there. Because you can smear it like, let me show you. You can smear your paint on. Let me get some, hold on. Let me get some on my palette knife. So you can smear it on and see what's thick right here. And if you want to take some off, you just kind of scrape back over it and so you can see what's under there. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Monica, you're okay? We're just doing a little mixed media. I put a bunch of, I was almost late too, Monica, in this. So if that tells you anything, I was almost late myself. What am I making? I'm doing like a mixed media, but we're going to do Christmas trees, and I'm kind of sticking to the neutral. So it's going to look, that's the one I practiced with today. And so I'm doing it on a bigger form, and we're going to have different shaped trees and stuff like that. So just kind of, I mean, just do your heart's content, you know, till you like it. And you just kind of build up layers, basically from the base up. Get some over there where it's wood showing. And then I'm just going to kind of scrape some of it off. But you can get it heavy in places and lighter in places, and you don't have to cover up all of it. Hey, Lisa. And those of y'all that just watch and don't comment, y'all just join on in, because we don't bite, even though my son thinks that we do, because he don't want to get on here because he's scared half to death being in front of a bunch of people. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Sheila. Okay, so I'm just making a mess. Part of the process. Let me get a little more. All right, so I know that don't look like much right now. It looks like a hot mess. Okay, so I'm gonna dry it a little bit. You would wait for me, John? Well, I was late getting the stuff in the shop because the football players are at the end of the parade, and they, I had to wait for, you know, them to come by so I could see him. And I was late getting it up because, you know, well, he told me it started at 6. It didn't. It started at 6:30. And I'm like, oh, Lord, help me. But I made it. I made it. Sherry, it is. If you have a lot of scrapbook paper, which you're probably like me, you probably have a little bit of all of it. Just make a mess. Hey, Barb. Cecile, you can remember, and you can always watch the replay. You can always come back, watch the replay. They're on YouTube. You're intrigued, Cindy? Oh, thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. Yay, Patty made her first shim tree. Have y'all made the shim trees yet? I know several people have. I've seen them in the group, in the little community I have. It's the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. Go in there, join the group. It's a little community of people. We've almost got 13,000 people in there, and there's so many talented people. I mean, it's amazing. It amazes me every day. I'm like, oh my goodness. Hey, Joan from Washington. Hey, Debbie. Help me live. Yay. Yes, Leslie. Family comes first. I know. But y'all are my family too, and I hate to let y'all down when I say I'm going to be live at a certain time. It's like, I'm going to be there. I'm just one of those people, like, if I'm on time, then I'm late. That's just me. My daddy was the same way, and so I guess I just had it instilled. Yeah, you can make a mess. Clay to try the pumpkins. And yes, Tammy, go and find the video on the gnomes too, and make you some clay gnomes. Oh, Joan's got 4 trees started. Well, you go ahead. Whole stores are going to be out of shims, y'all. I know the trees have been fantastic, and everybody posted on from last year. A lot of people did that they did last year. And it's good to see them all again because it's like, it gives people ideas on kind of what to do. Like I showed you one way to do it, and then they show all of these other ways that they did theirs. They put lights in them and put little deer and snowman and a truck and all that stuff. It's like everybody is so different. And I love to see the variations that people do. It's just amazing to me. Okay, so I got my white paint on there. I know it looks like a hot mess, but see, you can see it through the paint, okay? Even though I know y'all can't really see it good, but you can see some of that scrapbook paper through there, and that's fine. And you can see the edges of all of the pieces of paper, and that's what I like about it. I just want it to be messy. Rachel's gonna make hers this weekend too. Your husband has to be on time all the time. I do too. I'm gonna be, if I tell you I'm gonna be somewhere, if it's the time I told you and I'm not there, you better get worried because I'm gonna be early. Karen is called the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal, and that's just my community for all of you to put crafts in, because I see y'all see my stuff. I don't get to see your stuff, so that's where that group is, and you can go and join that little Facebook community, and we can all just chat and show stuff and ask questions and all the fun stuff. Okay, where is my palette knife? Yay, you just got your acorn necklace. I have mine on. I wear it. I don't take it off really now. It's on right here, my little acorn. Thank you, Teresa, for posting that. Oh, good, Pam, second time this week. You're on a roll. Harriet is, Teresa, if you'll go up a little bit in the comments, she just posted what it's called. The Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. All right, now I'm just going to do a little bit of black. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm really not. I'm just going to kind of do a little here and there because I don't want it to be just too overbearing. And I'm actually going to just experiment. I mean, I'm actually just going to blot it and kind of, and I don't know if I'm going to like that or not, but we're going with it for right now. Okay. But what I am going to do, I got to find them in all of this rubbish on the table. Thank you, Kaylee. Okay. So these are just some little stencils I've had forever. There's a little leopard print, and stencils and me don't get along good. I'm going to be honest, because they bleed and stuff on me. But I'm going to use this little plastic stencil, and this is a makeup sponge. So this is my secret where it doesn't bleed. And if it bleeds in this case, I'm not worried about it because I don't want it to be perfect. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to dab my little makeup sponge. And if you paint any of my wood stuff, this is what I paint with the majority of, or, you know, you can use markers too. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so I'm just dabbing that in there, and then I'm just gonna pounce a little. And I'm not gonna do this little leopard everywhere. I just want a little bit. I'm not gonna do the whole the whole stencil. All right, so there's that one. Now I'm gonna go in my white, and I'm gonna do up here on that black spot. I'm just kind of randomly just doing some stuff. It doesn't have to be exact. That's gonna look cool though. Welcome, Lisa. It's okay, Jackie, you're okay. You're okay. So I'm just gonna take a baby wipe and wipe my stencil off and get it all over my table in the process. My tablecloth, I need to get a new one anyway. I'm probably gonna use 10 baby wipes tonight. Okay, so see, I did just a little, and then over the black, I did a little white. But you gotta do what you wanna do, and okay. Thank you, Kaylee. Y'all have these little daubers. I know Dollar Tree carries them too sometimes. You can find them. I'm just gonna take a little white, but you just do whatever you feel like doing, and I'm just gonna kind of cover up this black circle over here with some white dots so it won't be so, and I basically just made like just a bunch of them on top of it, and just do whatever you feel like doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just to have fun. Hey, Kathy. And this is my little ink pad. I get these at Hobby Lobby. They come in a pack, like 4 or 5 of these, like brown, chocolate brown, white, black, gray. And I love to use these for different things. Stamping, of course. But I like to take the pad and go around the edge like this. And see, it gives it kind of a rustic feel on the edge. I know y'all can't see that good, and it just kind of shades the edge. You can probably see it on this really good here. Okay, y'all can see it on that. See? Just add whatever you want to add to your mixed media. That's what it's all about. Because it's going to be an original piece, and no two are going to be the same. Even if you tried to make it the same, it's still going to look different. So I'm just kind of scraping the edge of that. And that just kind of darkens the edge. Hey, Nancy. You got the daubers? Yeah. So see the edge, how it just shades the edge in a little bit? I feel like I'm parched. Okay, so now we're going to kind of get into our trees. Okay, so like I said, in the group, I'm going to put these up as a, and pin it to the top to where you can cut these same trees out and, you can print them out and then cut for, for your shapes, because I knew that y'all were going to ask. So here's one of them. I cut it out. And this other tree that's got all these little layers, I'm going to show you because I've already done it today because I knew it would take a little while. This tree right here, y'all see how it's got all those little swoopty swoops or whatever they are? I cut them out like this. So that's like the bottom. Well, no, that's the bottom. And then there's this one and they go up. So when I lay this on my scrapbook paper and traced around it, and I cut them out because I wanted them all to be different papers, the little layers, okay? So when I traced this out, I didn't cut the top like this. I cut the top like that. I just made it a little taller, and I cut it straight across like that. So you'll have something to glue this layer to. Is that making sense? I did the same thing with the trunk. See how I did it? And see how they're all glued together? So that's how I did it. So I did that tree already, and I've cut out this tree already. So let me move my little templates all over here, because I knew that one would take a little while. So I got to do this tree. Make sure I'm not, oh yeah, there it is. Okay. I got to do the tree with the lines. This one, so I cut all those little pieces out individually, and then this tree, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the group so y'all can just print it off, just as a template so you can trace your tree out. So I'm trying to think, I got that tree, and now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do this tree. What paper? I've already got the music, okay, and I've got this one. It's got all these different ones on it, so I'm thinking we'll do something entirely different. What do y'all think? Buffalo check? I don't know. I got that. I've got all kinds of paper out here. I've got that. It needs to be a little black and white, I think. Maybe it's striped tree. That stripe is like, it's like blinding when you look at it. Leopard, Kelly said leopard print. I might do, I don't want it to be too dark. Cindy, I have to go to Canton. I've been to Canton I went years, twice a year, for years and years. I'll use leopard on this one and a couple of stripes. I think I'm gonna do the dots for this tree. So all you do is I'm gonna take my paper and I'll cut my tree out. And then I'm gonna trace around it with a pencil. Y'all know how to do this part. And then I'm gonna cut it out. Cut my little tree out. I got my tongue sticking out, I'm sorry. Do y'all do that too? Sometimes I'll catch my tongue sticking out when I'm doing something like that. Hey, Kay from Alabama. So there's my tree. Because I didn't want my pencil lines to show on the front, so I did it on the back. But you can do it however you want to do it. So I'm just going to cut him out. Let's do this. Get rid of that big piece of paper. For the black template, I'm going to put that in the group. I'll put it, when I get off here, I will put it in the group. And it's just so y'all can trace out your tree, you know, print it off and you'll have something to trace your trees out. So, you know, so you won't be, I know everybody's like, where'd you get your trees? Where'd you get that? And so I just made a little template today for y'all to be able to trace your Christmas trees. Hey, Teresa. Brianna said stripe. This next tree, we're going to do like that other one. We're going to do a bunch of different papers. And so, and they don't have to be cut out just perfectly, but, because this is all about kind of messy. A little classy, but kind of messy. Okay. And that tree's got a mark on it, but that's okay. I'll put something on it. All right. I guess the paper had a mark on it. Okay, so there's my tree. My polka dot. All right. And I started cutting this one out today, so I've already cut, these are the pieces of all of the other tree. Here's the top, and there's the bottom. And then there's the, you know, two middle pieces. So I've already cut one of them out in buffalo check, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do the other tree because it's harder. I'll do it not live. So let's do, I'm gonna do the bottom. I'll do it leopard, since y'all were like, leopard, leopard, leopard. Ah, Terry, you're sweet. Well, I just did it because I said, well, they're going to want the same trees, or they're going to want it, you know, to make it easy for you than having to do like me and search around the internet for all of the different trees and stuff like that. So I just did it. Stick her tongue out, Teresa. I do it sometimes. I catch myself and I'm like, ooh, hope I don't do that live. So I'm just cutting out my leopard or cheetah, or I don't know the difference. Do y'all? Deborah, I'm going to put it in the group because I don't think I can put it on my page, but I'm going to put it in the group and I'll pin it to the top. The group's called the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. Okay. All right, so there's my bottom, and then the next piece is going to be buffalo check. It's going to look super cute. And then I got two more pieces. So let me look at all this goodness. I think I'm going to do this polka dot because it's kind of a cream and black. So let's, and I'm just laying these down because they're kind of rectangle-y, trapezoid something shaped, and I can just cut around them pretty easy. All right, so I got that one. And then now the top needs to be, I can't even find my board anymore. I got so much stuff. It's going to be in the group, in the little community group that I have. How about, let's put some zebra at the top. Since we got cheetah on the bottom. Put them in. Christy, I tried looking today. I don't have for some reason, there's not a file section in the group, and I don't know how to make it be a file section because I tried. I went all over. I Googled it, and I did all kinds of stuff, and for some reason, it doesn't have a file section. Somebody just said they chomped their teeth with the scissors. That's funny. Y'all make me laugh. Yeah, you could use the little tree cutouts from the Dollar Tree and do that. I didn't even think about that, but you sure could. Oh, you found a black canvas at Dollar Tree. How cool. Okay, so now, and this is really making me mad because it's got a pen mark on it. So I didn't realize that on the front of the paper. So I got to do that again, y'all. I can't let it mess up my tree. I don't want that pen mark on there. So I'll use that tree for something else. I'll throw it back in the scrapbook paper bin. So y'all got to watch me cut this one out twice. I'm sorry. Okay. I threw the wrong thing to the side. I'm telling y'all, I'm a hot mess tonight. That parade just got me all out of sorts. Rushing, and I was like, oh. Because my son told me it was at 6 o'clock. No, it was at 6. It was at 6:30. And then, you know, you got traffic and all that. But, like, we skedaddled. As soon as he went by, we had parked away from the parade, and we ran to our car, and I was like, we gotta go. And we beat all the traffic, so it was all okay. Now this one's taking me a little bit of time, but I didn't want that pen mark on the front. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all are just troopers. And that little one today took me a while. But I wasn't trying to be in a hurry, but we're going to get into the fun stuff now when we start putting the trees on. So we gotta doodle them up too. And make them look all cool. Okay. We can't just glue them on there. We got to be all special about it. Okay, thank you, Judy. Okay, so now I've got my board. And yes, I know this is a white tree, and you can't see the tree, but we're going to fix that. So I don't want the two striped trees together. So I think I'm going to do it like this. So you can just kind of arrange it and see how you want it to look and all of this stuff. So I know it doesn't look like much right now, but we're going to fix it. So there's, my trees are going to be in the floor. My trees are going to be in, I'm going to put them in this order because I didn't want this striped tree to be by this striped tree. So kind of alternating a little bit. You'd much rather do this than watch TV. I hear you, Jill. There's not a lot of good stuff on TV nowadays, is it? Oh, thirsty. Okay. Now, so I'm going to see where I'm going to put them. This is going to be the fun part because I only had to work with one tree today, so it wasn't bad. So now I've got to, but I'm going to show you how we're going to kind of make them stand out from the board. Because right now they kind of blend into the background. And I'm going to pull them up high. Okay. This is just fun. I mean, you could use magazine pages. You could use all kinds of stuff if you wanted to. Let me go up a little bit more because I'm going to put something at the bottom. We're going to put some words on here. That one I did today. It says Mary at the bottom. See my Mary? I'm going to do this one a little different. So I could put that one in my house somewhere, and then I can put this one in another part of my house. Okay. So I'm just trying to see where I'm going to put them, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I'm going to actually trace around them. So I've got them all on here. I don't want to tilt it too much, but y'all can see the trees. And just trying to get my spacing and where they're going to be, because I want them to look level and straight and centered all at the same time. Okay, so I think I got them like I want them. So now making your wagon and your scarecrow gnome. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to trace around my trees, so I'll know exactly where they're going to go, because we're going to cover up that pencil, so don't worry. All right, so there's that one. This one's going to be a little tricky because it has all these pieces. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of roughly trace around these pieces. Basically the sides, I guess, because I'm gonna fill all that in. Hold on. I'm not ignoring y'all, I promise. I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay, so now I can take those pieces up. See, it's all in little bitty pieces. Y'all are such troopers. Switch the ends wants to show up better. Oh, I'm gonna do the background. We're gonna accent the background of them. So I'm just tracing around so I know where I'm going. And we're gonna cover up those pencil marks. All right. Yeah, I figured this was gonna kind of be a long one tonight, just because it's taking makes a little more time. But y'all don't mind, do you? Okay. Let me get all my, is that all my trees? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's them. Okay. How about we do this? Y'all want one of these? How about we just, let's do Happy Mail. We haven't done Happy Mail in a while. Just scroll way on back. Judy Savoy, is it Savoy? Judy Savoy. I'm gonna write it on the back of my tree. Message me when we're done, my page, and you will get Happy Mail. You get you a calendar. Somebody was nice enough and sent me a whole bunch of calendars. Okay. Judy Klein's the best. Okay, so now I've got this, and if y'all can see, I've got them traced out in pencil, okay? Now, where is my, here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna take a paintbrush, and I've got all my paint and all this mess over here. And I'm gonna dip in my black, okay? So, my pencil line is where the paper's going to be. So I'm going to go about that far out from the pencil line, so it'll be on the outside of the tree. And I'm just going to make a little outline around the tree. I can see that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be if you really want it to be. I'm just kind of making a little, I'll show you in just a second. So that black outline is going to actually outline our trees. Is that making sense? So this tree, this one on the end that I'm doing, it has gaps in between the papers, the different sections. So that black's going to actually show through. Peppa Pig calendar. Haven't seen a Peppa Pig calendar. That's hilarious. I'm going to show you. I'm not even really doing it in a pretty manner. I'm just kind of getting it done, basically. But it's going to all look good once we get done. Oh, there's my line. I was trying to say, where's my line? I can't see between the lines in the paper and the pencil, because there's a lot going on here. All right, And then I'm going to smooth all that out. Okay, so you can see I've just got it outlined. I know it looks like a hot mess. Then I'm going to do the same thing to these trees, because that's going to kind of make them pop off the board and give them a little outline. I'm just going to go outside the lines. You can color outside the lines. As you can tell, obviously, I like to color outside the lines. Yep, you could use fabric cutouts. You sure could. Mod Podge them on. You can do anything that your heart desires. It's just whatever goes with mixed media. You can use cardboard. You can use cookie sheets. You can use whatever you want to use. You could cut your trees out of cookie sheets if you wanted to. That would look really, really cute, actually. And you could kind of brush on some different paint colors on your trees. That would look awesome. So, my tongue's sticking out again. I'm sorry. Thank y'all for spreading everything around. So I'm just making a fat outline. See? Looks like a hot mess. Y'all are going, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Trust the process. Trust the process. I've got hot glue or something on the end of my paintbrush. You love mixed media. It is. It's just fun. Just because you're just free to do whatever your heart desires. You don't have to color in the lines, so to speak. Oh, you have die cut trees. That's cool. That would be really cool if you didn't want to use these trees. Edie from Indiana finally got... Edie is in the house, she says. From Indiana. She made it. Okay. Almost done. Can't remember what this one. Okay. I can't kind of see my stem over here. Hold on. Okay, hoping that's it, because I can't see my pencil line. Now I'm just kind of going and getting all my gobs of paint gone so it'll dry. Okay. Now, all right, done with that. Okay, so this is what we have. Looks like a hot mess. Facebook will probably stock that video on that picture right there, and people are like, what in the world is she doing? Looks like a 5-year-old did it. It does. Teresa, it does right now, yes. Trust the process. Oh, my favorite paintbrushes are from Five Below, yeah. That one is a Walmart one, I think. Oh, my arm's itching. Dolores is lying. She said, it's looking good, Lee. Looks like a little kid did it. Uh-oh. Trying to get that gob of paint. You're always blown away. BJ's trusting the process. Hot mess is the new crafting, Teresa. Yes, I'm on that train. What did you say, Kaylee? 3 inches? What's 3 inches? I know, Susan. I can't wait to see it either. I can't wait either. It's almost dry. Okay. All right, so this is dry. So now we are going to put all of our little trees on here, and I totally missed that stem. But it's all right. Let's see. Dry that really fast. Didn't take much. All right. Hold on. Get it straight on here so I can see, because I still need to paint some. Hold on. Oh, I can't pick up nothing. All right, hold on. Let's see. I got to get right here. All right, but I'm gonna come back over here. Where's my white? I know the final results will be worth it. It's just a process. Let's see. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to paint this white because I got my trunk. I couldn't see the pencil line. So I got it a little bit, kind of got a little wild over here. But it's all right. Okay, fix that. Let that dry. What the background? It's a piece of wood. It's just a piece of wood that I had because y'all know I work with wood all day. But you can use a Dollar Tree sign or anything like that. It'll be totally fine. Yeah, Judy, it's going to look good. It's really going to look good once I get done. Okay, so this tree goes in the middle. Got wild with my paint. This tree goes right here. And this tree goes here. Gotta get it all laid back out, and then we're gonna glue it down. Y'all, what was I thinking? I gotta put black in the middle of this tree. So I'm just gonna take my, so the things will be, the lines, the spaces will be black. I wasn't thinking. Okay. All right. That's gonna dry there. Hey, I'm late. You'll watch the replay. Oh, Susie, you're okay? Hey, Holly, you're okay? Send your husband after shims today. Sunshine had to have some shims. I hope he bought more than one pack, because you're gonna want to make a whole bunch. Okay. So I got my pieces, kind of line them all up like this. All right, that piece there, that piece there. This tree is right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of hold it at an angle where you can see, but I'm about to glue them down. So see, that's going to make those trees pop off that paper off the board with the black outline. And you can be as careful as you want to be with it. As far as drawing your outline, I was kind of rough with it tonight. So today I was probably a little bit more careful. So now I'm just putting my Mod Podge on my paper. And I'm going to stick these things down. No, Tara, I haven't. I got to finish my big shim trees. I did those last Christmas. I didn't ever finish them. They're just white. I painted them, but I never put anything in the back of them. So I haven't ever... Hey, Anita, you're okay? We're just doing a little mixed media Christmas trees, untraditional colors. But I never finished the back of my trees, and I need to make a priority to do that. Because that's the last thing that me and my best friend that passed away, that's the last thing that we crafted together last Christmas. And she got sick in January, and she passed away in April. So I will forever cherish those trees. I did see them today because I went in the attic looking for some wood and stuff, and I saw the trees, and of course I had to pat on them a minute and say, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to finish them. Because that's the last thing that she and I did together. Okay. Vicky's like, I really wasn't sure what you were going to do with all of this, but now I'm thinking I like it. I know. When I had the painting class this weekend, like I told them, and any art people will tell you that when you paint a painting or do something like that, there's this ugly phase. You go through the ugly phase of a painting or creating something. It's got to go through an ugly phase. Well, that was the ugly phase of my trees, and now we're moving into the better part. Thank you, Robbie. Okay, so I've got 2 of them on there. Y'all can see. I'm going to hold it up in just a second where y'all can see all the trees. And then we're going to fix them up some more. I was like squirting the Mod Podge right on the paper. It's easier. I use poster board on the back of my big shim trees. I haven't done them yet. So It'll probably be like the foam core board or maybe cardboard, and I'll just cover it up because they're pretty big, and anybody will tell you, make it a memory tree. Yes, Patty, I'll have to put her picture on there. But anybody will tell you that has the big shims, those suckers are big. And I have some somewhere in this room. And if y'all were in the painting class, y'all got to see a tour when it was a hot mess. And it was a hot mess. And they were like, show us the craft room. So I did. All right, there's third tree. Let's get the fourth one on. Yeah, Brianna, it's okay. I mean, I know where she is, and I miss her dearly. We were best friends for 30 years, and so my whole adult life, we've been best friends. Like, talk every day, everything. So, I miss her dearly. So, she had a rare form of lymphoma. She only made it 3.5 months. It was bad. But I'm just grateful for the time that I got with her. I have her picture right over here. And her little gnome that she made. And like mine, the little clay gnomes. I have her gnome over here. And it's her little corner over here. My husband upset me when he was watching this. Did he say, what in the world is she making? That's a hot mess. Okay, let me put that in there. All right, so here are my trees. I'm not done, but there they are. See, like this line is really fat, so I may go back and fix my lines with some white paint. Just because it's going to drive me crazy. Make it a little skinnier. Just put a little white paint there. Because it all looks messy anyway. So I'm just going to kind of put some paint and make it skinnier. And I'm going to do that here. Just to try to make it a little bit neater. So just do what you want to do. Do your thing. But yeah, Deidre and I used to craft all the time. And we have done some crafts now. Okay, so see, I just kind of ran my paintbrush right here and made it a little skinnier, made it look a little bit more symmetrical than like the other side. Because that was getting on my nerves. I had to have it the same. Sometimes it's hard for me to be messy. But anyway. Okay, so there's that. So let me dry that real quick while I look at y'all's comments. Oh, thank you, Dana, for posting that's the shop. And I got new stuff up in there in the fall collection. Oh, wow, Sue, 51 years. That is awesome. And I honestly did not realize, I guess, up until, you know, right before she passed away, that it was rare to have somebody that was a best friend for that many years, or have your whole adult life be best friends with the same person. Oh, Lynn, we'll definitely keep him in our prayers. Yes, lymphoma. That's what she had. She had a very rare form. Her oncologist had never treated it, and he said he probably will never see that form in his career. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my little Posca pen. You can use a Sharpie. You can use whatever you want to. And I'm actually going to trace around the little loopy tree. I'm just going to kind of trace around the little loops. I'll show you. And that's going to kind of outline them a little better. So you can just doodle on them or do whatever you want to do to them. Put some whatever. It's yours. You make it yours. And you do you. So see, I just kind of drew right here under those little loop things. I just kind of traced it out with my pen. And I'm actually going to do the white on this one. Because it's not like real white. It's just kind of translucent. so you can see it better. All right, so now, messy is fun, Rhonda. Sometimes you just got to get your hands in there and get all messy. I'm doing better than I was today, though, because today I got way out of control. 63 years, wow, I never had an argument. 43 years, wow. And people say that's so rare, that I'm lucky to have a friend that long, you know, in my life, the same, you know, times, you know, for the whole time. Never, you know, never been apart, not talked. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my pen and like the music note one, I'm just going to basically, you can, like I said, you can use a Sharpie. And I'm just going to draw some lines, like tracing out, roughly tracing out the edges of my tree. Just to give it a little extra something, a something something. Let me see what I did to this one. What did I do to, where is my tree? I got so much stuff on the table, y'all. Nancy, since y'all were 13. Okay, I see what I did. Y'all want to do this? Somebody was nice enough to send me a bunch. Patsy Jean Arthur. I hope you do more painting classes, she said. Patsy, if you will message me, I will send you some happy mail. So just message me your address. She gets the farmhouse and the market. Okay, had to make me a note because I will forget. Oh, lost my comments for a second. Okay. So now I got that one. See, I outlined it. Let me show you. Okay, so see, I just outlined it, roughly outlined my tree. Oop. And then this cap does not want to stay on here. I'm going to do the same thing to this white tree. I'm just kind of tracing it out around the edge, roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is kind of one of those crafts where you really don't know what it's going to look like in the end. But we're working with it. So I'm just kind of doing this outlining thing. Just whatever you feel like you want to do to your trees. It's yours. You do what you want to. Okay. 50 years. Wow. That's a long time. It really is a long time. So here's my white one. So I got my trees outlined. See how it makes that one look a little, makes it pop a little better. And then that one. And then I just traced in all those little shapes. You got your shims and your clay today. Awesome. So now I'm just going to go, I'll show you, on the edge where we did the outline. And I'm just going to take my pen, and you can do this with a paintbrush. And I'm just putting dots around that white part. Just add little stuff, just whatever you feel like doing. I'm just making dots, but you can take a tiny paintbrush and make dots too. It'll be fine. You've been to Walmart and just got back. What you doing at Walmart, Susan? Looking at all the Christmas stuff? I need to go back to mine and see if they have. They just started putting ours out. And I was like, oh, I got to come back when they get it all out. Because they didn't have a whole lot out the other day. I want some of those beads. Because I'm probably going to cut those beads and craft with them. I may get some for Happy Mail. Okay, so look at that tree. Now look how cute that looks with all the little dots. See it? Look at that tree. I love mixed media too. It's just, I've never done it on here. And I think I'm going to do stripes on this one. I've just never done it live. And I thought, well, I just felt like doing it. You bought the fatter ones. Now, I use the fatter ones for some things. This one is a 3mm tip. See how the tip looks? And then this one is actually smaller. It's 1mm. It's got like a point to it. Okay. So I'm just like drawing lines on this one. Just something different. This is turning out way different than what I thought it was going to turn out. Just kind of went a different direction. That's what's so fun about it. Is that you just kind of, it just kind of goes in different directions. And see how I made little lines around this one? And I did dots on this one. Christmas at my Walmart. Yes, I want the beads. I know my problem is I want all those beads. That's the problem. So I'm just going to do dots on the next one. Just make little dots. You can use a tip of your paintbrush or the end, you know, the regular part of the paintbrush. You can do whatever you want to do. And then the next one I'll do the little, since it's a polka dot tree, I'm going to do the little lines again and alternate my trees. Bought ribbon. They are putting out a lot of black and white stuff for Christmas. I said that the other night, and when I went to Walmart and they were putting it out, it kind of inspired me to do that shim tree black and white. I was like, you know what, that's kind of neat. So now here I am doing it again, black and white. I did my tiered tray, my Halloween tiered tray. If you saw that, I did it black and white. Okay, so there's that tree, and then the dot tree, and then the stripe tree, and the dot tree. I know the dots are cute, but I think I gotta color black around this tree right here because it's irritating me. I didn't get the black paint as far out as I wanted it to go. So I can fix it. But if you have Posca pens, I have seen that there's a video or videos on YouTube where people actually refill them. So I gotta try that when I run out of stuff. Okay, so that's what I have so far. My little trees. Yeah, that's my problem. I want all those beads, every one of them. Yeah, they have other paint pens at Walmart. I think they may be oil-based. These are acrylic, but you can refill them. Thank you, Susan. Y'all are sweet. Okay. What do I want to do now? Okay, so I'm going to, like, here it is. It blends in the table. So this one, I put Mary on. So on this one, I think I'm going to put Oh Christmas Tree at the bottom. And I did this today already with my stamps because Hot Mess is starting to look awesome. Thank you, Janine. Okay, so I was going to put Oh Christmas Tree on the bottom of this one, but as you can tell, it just says Christmas because it fits all the way across. I didn't even think about the stamps being too big. So I have this piece that already says Christmas. So I think I'm going to put it down here. And I've got to cut and do them in 3 different pieces. So I'm just going to cut it because I can't tear it that small. All right, so this, I'm probably going to put my O on there. So we'll put O and then Christmas. And I'll have to tear another piece for tree. So this is going to look super, super cute. Okay. So y'all have seen me do my little ink pads again, and then my little letters. And I've showed several times you can get these at Hobby Lobby. They're similar to mine. The little they're rubbery, and then they have the blocks. And the block has little lines in it where you can line it up straight. So you just put your little, it sticks to it like that. And I love stamping on fabric. It's just fun. But this fabric is, I've used it, oh, stuff's falling off. It's just like muslin fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby or somewhere. But that's all it is. And I just tear it and do stuff with it. The beads are quite pricey. They're $6, I think, for the strand or something. Okay, so there's my O. So I'm going to put the O down and on my little piece of fabric. And it looks really pretty on the fabric, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? Posca pens from Amazon. Yes, Amazon. Okay. So now I'm going to take my, you just wipe them off with baby wipes and they'll come clean, but I'm going to set it over there and I'll do it later. I said that the other night and I left my paintbrush, the one I used, the shim tree, I left him laying out all night and he dried. But I cleaned him with Dawn dishwashing liquid and I put him in some alcohol and got most of it out. But I did. I left him on the table in the paint. Never fails. All right, so just gonna tear me a strip like that. Nothing fancy. All right, so I'm gonna stamp tree on here and make sure it's, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna get my block and now I gotta have my T. The beads are smaller. I've seen where they had some big beads, or where they, well, I was in another Walmart the other day when I took pictures. That wasn't the Walmart by me. Where is my R? Oh, here it is. Gosh, I'm blind, y'all. And some of them looked pretty big, like every other bead was big or something. $3.97 to $6.97. See, everybody's been scoping them out. Okay, so the only problem that you have with this stamp set is that there's only one of each letter. So I have to do the E twice. So see, you put your letters on there, and yes, they're backwards, but see, when you look through this way, they're all, it looks right. So you can look at actually where you're stamping. That's the beauty of it. Should I have OH, or is it like O and apostrophe Christmas tree? Okay, alcohol. So O like OH or O apostrophe? I think it's both ways, or should I put an H on there? Y'all tell me. Y'all look it up and tell me. Because I'm like at a loss. I'm like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, maybe it should say OH, like O Christmas tree. Listerine. Oh, and I've never heard of that, probably because it's got so much alcohol. Okay, so I just stamp my letters. And then I'm just going to put this down and I'll have to do the E again. What is the cost of the stamps? I want to say, I mean, they're like rubbery, and you can get a better deal on Amazon. They're like $13 or $14, but then get them when they have their Paper Studio stuff half off. Or you can get them on Amazon. And it's just like a typewriter font is the one I have. But I've had it. Okay, so they're saying O apostrophe, OH, O apostrophe. I do too, Wanda. And I've had these stamps for a long time. Like, a very long time. I don't even remember where I bought them. That's how long I've had them. And so, a pic of the beads. Connie, if you'll go to my page and go down, you'll see I posted some pics of some of them the other day because I went to a different Walmart and they had some of them out. They didn't have all of them out. Okay, so I've got tray. So this little block is called an acrylic block for rubber stamps. And I can see through the block and exactly where I'm going to put my stamp. So you can see what you're doing. Oh, Christmas tree. Okay, so there's my tree. A literal tree. So I guess, I wonder if there's an apostrophe. Hold on. Because it comes with, mine came with all the numbers and the lowercase. Look at there. There's an apostrophe. Oh, B. Oh, that's, and you can tell I've never used the apostrophe because it was stuck pretty good. So, it's O apostrophe, correct? Looked on Google, you have it right with just the O. I think it's both ways. I really think you can do it both ways. But I'm going to put an apostrophe. Oh, it's half off right now? Yeah, look and see. But that's when you know, of course y'all know that's when you buy stuff. Is when it's on sale. Now that we don't have coupons anymore. It's just the O. Okay, well, I got an apostrophe. Look at that little apostrophe. Isn't it cute? But I think it's O Christmas tree. It can be done both ways. I think I've seen it both ways. Acrylic block. I got mine. I don't even know. I want to say Michael's is where I got mine, and it came with a big one, and it came with a little one. So when you do a bigger word or smaller space or whatever. But like I said, I've had them forever, guys, and it's kind of like one of those investment kind of things. I know it's kind of expensive, you know. Of course, if it's half off, it's not too bad, but still, they'll last you forever if you take care of them. $14.99, and Michael's had a coupon. Awesome. About $20. Yeah, and Amazon may be better. And if you don't have any of those stores, Amazon may be your best bet anyway. Okay. So I just tore my, my fabric so it looks all ragged, because that's what I, exactly what I want it to look like. So I'm just going to try to find my center, which is, I guess, in between those trees, I hope. Yeah, it's about right. All right. And I'm going to do some Mod Podge again. Amazon has the blocks cheap. Somebody just said. Awesome, Debbie. That was Debbie. Debbie's helping us out. Okay. So I'm just going to paint some Mod Podge on my fabric and put my O down. Okay. Be careful because I don't want to make my letters all smear. So I think I'm just going to paint my Mod Podge like that, where it's going to go, and then just smooth it down, because I don't really necessarily have to have it all stuck all the way down, just enough to hold it on there. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. And then my tree. Okay. Y'all, this is so cute. I think I'm going to move my O over just a little bit. Just pick it right up and move it. It's okay. It's supposed to look all ratty. All right. Y'all, look at how cute this is. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. And I see that it's not centered, but it's okay. Yeah, you've had them for many years, Linda. I have too. I don't even know where I got them. That's how long I've had them. Okay, so now I'm going to put some stuff on the top of my tree. I'm going to reach over here and grab, I have this bin of all this fabric, and I'm just reaching in there and grabbing some. And you like this a lot, Sheila? Well, I'm glad, because y'all, at first, y'all were kind of iffy about what I was doing. I know it. Because it was a hot mess. Bernadette, I am making like a mixed media with Christmas trees in like neutral colors. So that's what I'm doing. Laura, you love my accent? It's from Mississippi. I've been here my whole life. Scrapbook paper. I don't know. They put that on sale sometimes. I'm just going to crisscross these two pieces of gingham fabric or buffalo check. I'm going to put this at the top of one tree. Thank you, Francine and Pamela. But, like I said, y'all can just keep adding and as much as you want to this. It's yours. You do what you want to do and get out all your little bits and baubles and pearls and whatever you want to do. And I got some of those over here too. And I'm gonna, all right, so here's my little tiny little messy bow kind of thing. The acrylic blocks in that, they hold your letters. Like, you put your rubber stamp letters on there, and they have lines. It helps you line it up. So when you're stamping, you can see through it to see where you're putting it. So it just helps that it's clear, and that's what they're for. There's little drops of glue on there. So I'm going to hot glue for the first time tonight. I'm using my hot glue gun. There's that. So I just put that little bow on that tree. See, look how stinking cute. So you just keep on adding and doing and whatever you want to do. So now I've got cookie sheet. I'm gonna try to cut out a star. That's not gonna be easy. Because I have to do the little grammar school star, that thing. Yeah, I can't, but I'm trying. Y'all, this is gonna be a poor attempt. Maybe it won't be too bad. Oh, Mr. Star. He looks like Patrick on SpongeBob. Look at him. Don't that look like Patrick? Oh my gosh. He looks like Patrick, but we're going with Patrick. Y'all know that's funny. Can y'all see SpongeBob? It's like Patrick. If I painted it pink, y'all would all say, that looks like Patrick. So I'm just, these little lines may not even stay on here, but I'm just kind of drawing some little black lines around my Patrick. And I'm gonna put him on one of the trees. And one thing I learned the hard way with these little cookie sheet pieces is that once they get that hot glue touches it, the whole thing burns up and gets hot, like hot. I learned that last year when I did like a mixed media of pumpkins or something. Look at Patrick. He made it on the tree. Now y'all can't unsee it, right? It looks like Patrick's star. Do a 4-point star. Ooh. But I wanted it kind of wonky. I don't want it perfect, you know. So let's see. What else can I do on? I guess I can put another star on this side so it kind of matches. Too funny. You make me laugh. Now, the second one, now I don't know what this one's going to look like. It might look like SpongeBob. But we're going to see. Y'all try to freehand a star. It's really hard. And you don't think it is. And then you try to do it and it's like, whoa, now wait a minute. That don't look right. And these cookie sheets will cut you too. If you've never cut one. Rubber stamp parties. They didn't have the acrylic. Yeah, they didn't have the acrylic blocks. And now they do. And it's awesome. You can see. Oh, this is bad. You can see what you're actually doing. Oh. Oh. This is bad. Bad. That one's bad. It does look like Patrick's star. You know it does. Alright, so I'm trying to visualize it in my mind. This way, and then you go way up here, and then you go up here. It's really hard. About like the time I tried to cut that little crow out when I did the scarecrow gnome, and it looked like a duck. All right, see, it's starting out all good until... All right, that's better. That don't look like Patrick, though, as much as the other one does. The size of the letters. Well, there's uppercase, there's lowercase. Let's see. Ruler. Who's got a ruler? Okay. They are 1/2 inch tall, the capitals. The capital letters. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something over here that I forgot I had out. Y'all want to, should I put some bling on one? Forgot about that. And then I got snowflakes. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm over here cutting out stars because I forgot I got all this out to decorate my jar star and then cut it out. Okay. I'm going to put a bling on top of one because, you know, we can add whatever we want. These came from Hobby Lobby in the his and hers, the wedding department. And I put these in my little embellishment drawers I have over here. And I pull them out when I do stuff like this. I don't even remember what I bought them for in the beginning, but... Alright, this one's going to be Fancy Nancy over here. You just got your shims and your clay today, Pam. Yes, you're on your way. Krabby Patty. Okay, so I put the blingy over here. And there's that. And then there's Patrick. Y'all can't unsee Patrick now. And what was I gonna put on that one? Oh, the snowflakes. A button, a bead, and a pearl. Yes, my buttons are all over there. Why didn't I think of that? The board is just a piece of wood that I had, and you could use a Dollar Tree sign and do the exact same thing. These are, I don't even know where I got these. I've had them forever. It had a little sticky thing on the back, but I've had these for a long time. But okay, let me show y'all. This is gonna bother me if I don't fix it. But so I got the blingy, and I got the fabric. Then I got silvery Patrick, and then I just can't put silver over here. I can't do it. So I'm going to get my little sponge out and get my white paint on it again. And we're just gonna change the color of it. And we're gonna make it white, and we're gonna put a snowflake on this one. Because I just can't handle it being silver, and I just can't do it. Alright, so I'm gonna do that right there. Okay, looks super, super cute. See? My little snowflake, my Patrick tree, and and then the blingy tree. But like I said, if you want to just keep going and going and going, you can. I'm going to take, there's some little pearls. These are Walmart in their little scrapbook section. These are like 97 cents, and you get all these pearls, and they have sticky on the back. And I'm going to put one in the middle of my little bow right there. That one's got a pearl on it. That blingy one. And then these, like that, they came in the Walmart, and on this one that I did today, I put them right here on the little ends of the Mary, just like little studs or something, but they're actually like little black rhinestones. But I just started pulling stuff out of my stash, and just kept on adding stuff till I was happy with the way it looked. It's fun, y'all. This is really just fun. Just kind of be free will and just do whatever you want to do. Add as much or as little as you like to add. Let your grandkids get in on it, your kids or whoever, and just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be coloring in the lines all the time. For the background with the design part, I tore scrapbook paper, all different black and white and cream papers that I have. There's a whole pile of it right here in front of me. And I tore it and I Mod Podged it down, and then I painted over it with a palette knife and scraped some of the paint off and kind of made it all look like that. Did a little stenciling. Alright, so I got the little studs on there, the little rhinestones. Look how cute. It says, "Oh, Christmas tree." Look how, one of them just bit the dust. I heard it hit the table. But you could just carry on and go, on and on and on if you want to. And yes, you can still see some of the scrapbook paper through the paint. But you'll see it when I post pictures tomorrow. You can see all of these where the papers, it overlaps each other and all the little lines, and you can see all of that stuff. Yeah, I did torn all of this scrapbook paper. Whoop. I got a whole pile of it. I just tore pieces, stuck it all down. And if you go over the edge with your scrapbook paper, just get you a sanding block or some sandpaper and just sand downward, and it'll come straight off. But I used the straight edge of my paper and did the edges, put it on the edge so it was very easy. Thank you, Barb. But look how stinking cute this is. And yes, it's not centered because the O is way, I don't know. But it'll be okay. Hey Rose, welcome to my page. We'd love to have you here. The snowflake needs a black thingy. I think you're right. You are exactly right, and I'm gonna use a big one. Thank you for saying that, because it needed that. There it is. Look at there. Perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Look, see? I did it. I put it in there. So just get out beads, buttons, whatever you want to do. Fabric, you could cut these out in fabric if you wanted to. If you don't have enough scrapbook paper, wrapping paper, gift bags, magazine paper, and do, you know, whatever you want to do. Hey Angela, she wants to watch a replay, so she must like it. Yes, so you got a little zebra up here, zebra on the top, and cheetah or leopard on the bottom. So cute. Thank you, Lorna. Y'all are sweet. It looks just adorable. But I think it's cute. What kind of material did I use for the letter? It's like a muslin type fabric. I think Walmart has some too. And I just get a couple of yards of it because I use it for so much. Like, I used it, a lot of it for these tassels on my new stuff. The tassels. I use a lot of it in there. But I use it for all kinds of stuff. And y'all don't forget to go to the shop if you haven't already, because it's all there until it's not. But and then the turkey. The turkeys are there. If y'all want to do that, I guess they're still there. We'll see. But I'm going to put up the little, just for y'all to trace, the little trees. So you'll have a pattern if you want to use the trees I used. Or you can print some off the internet. I'm going to put those up in the group as soon as I shut everything down and get to the group. Luann, you're super tardy. We made this cute mixed media Christmas tree sign. And somebody said put a bow over here. It needs something. Something. It needs something. But I may have to be like, I'm going to sleep on it like I did with the shim tree the other night. And think about it. Yes, Angela, that's what I love about it. It doesn't match. It's just, and it's one of a kind. There's not ever going to be another one like it because you can't not replicate it. Yes, Janine, that would be really cute. If you had, vintage Christmas cards, that would be adorable. Or even just new Christmas cards. They would be so cute. What's next to the leopard tree? The leopard tree? It's just leopard print where I stenciled it with a stencil on black. That's all it is. Sheila needs Happy Meal. Thank you for the print. Yes, I'm going to post that in the group in just a few minutes. Yeah, you could use your flat wood beads and you could put on the corners, the split balls. You could do that. You could do so much stuff with this. Hey, Donna. But you're painting. You're watching, but you're painting. Yeah, Sherry, just be a free spirit. Just, color outside the lines and get jiggy with it and do what you want to do. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's what makes it perfect, because it is imperfectly perfect. But it would be so cute. Tracy's my signature design. Music note in the corner. Yes. Something. I just have to think about it. Because when I slept on that tree the other night, I told y'all I'm going to wait. I'm going to sleep on it. And then when I came back out here that next morning to finish it, I was like, it just came to me. Those bows, the curly bows from Hobby Lobby. I was like, that would look so cool hanging down. So, because I knew they would look like that. A wooden bead. Yeah, you could put a wood bead hanger on it. You can hang it. Truthfully, I'm probably going to put this on an easel. Oh, Bonnie, it's okay. It's all right. You can watch the replay. It's fine. Pink touches in the background. Candy corn pumpkins. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're looking at my breast cancer awareness pumpkins. Yes. Don't forget to do your mammogram. Thank you, Daniela. All right. Well, I'm going to do one more Happy Mail. I'm going to scroll. Let's scroll way back here. Angela Baltero. Let's see. I got something over here. Let's see. How about another market one? Yay! She said, I love it so much. And I got to write that down because I'm going to forget. Where's my tree? Where's my tree? I'll have to, if I lose my tree. Oh, here it is. I was going to say, if I lose my tree, I'll have to go back and watch the live again to get all the names. All right. Got my little tree with all my names on the back. Oh, I saw somebody say a jingle bell or something. Yeah, a jingle bell would look cute. Or the other star I cut out. There's some jingle bells. I got like a whole little peanut butter jar of these jingle bells. But you could put, you know, glue jingle bells on it. Yes, Tracy, I do too. On an easel. I think it would look really pretty on an easel. Just sitting up, you know, on an easel. And Judy's like, you never fail to amaze me. You're so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. I have the best followers, I swear. I do. I love all of y'all. I love it. I got more calendars too. So next live, we'll do Happy Mail again. Thank you, Judy. I'm glad you did enjoy it. You're welcome, Angela. Just message me. Y'all are so sweet. So... it's really cute. Y'all want to see it up close? And I'll take pictures and I'll post them tomorrow so y'all can see it. And y'all can see Patrick's star and all his glory. Okay, Angela, good deal. See? And it's so cute. But like all those little dots and the lines, all that just makes it just pop out. Black and white buffalo half beads. Yes, that would be adorable, and I don't have any of the half ones. Believe it or not, I have not ordered any. It's so cute. So cute. Get choked. Bonnie, I usually go Mondays and Thursdays at 7:30 Central Time. But if you will text that number, text the word join on your phone to that number. I always text when I go, you know, when I'm going live or when the shop restocks. And I restocked it today. It's got new stuff in it. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off. I've got to go find me something to eat because I ran from the parade to here and here I am. So I'm going to go and get me a bite of something, a grilled cheese or something. Oh, Sheila, I'm glad that I could make your night. Thank you, Deborah. So I will put the little templates that y'all can trace, you know, cut them out and trace them and make your trees if you want to use these. I'm going to put them in the group for you to, you know, so you can have the shape of the trees. Oh, Angela said you could use lace doilies. Oh my goodness. You could put a doily down and paint, make that like a stencil, or you could use the doilies of the trees. Y'all, there's so much possibilities. Night, Wendy. You're welcome, Lainey. But yeah, so I'll put that up in the group in just a little bit, and then I gotta upload this to YouTube, so it'll be there too. So if y'all have trouble finding them on here, they're always over there just for a second spot. So all right, guys, I'm gonna get off. Thank y'all for hanging out and trusting the process because it turned out super cute, I think. And my little, I'm gonna have to hot glue him on there. He keeps popping off. Okay, and I will see y'all. It's gonna be Tuesday because my son has his last junior varsity game Monday, so it'll be Tuesday. So I will see y'all then. So y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy. Be safe. See y'all later, guys. Love y'all. Bye. Thanks for watching. And I'm just gonna fall. Bye, guys.